What's up, everybody? I just recently finished another game. I beat Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. Now, I know this one has kind of got a bad reputation, and I'm not going to lie, it's not what I was expecting from the creators of the Arkham Batman games. Y'all know, just like me, those games are amazing. This game does not even come close to the quality of those, but I will say I did have some fun with it. It's not completely trash like a lot of people are saying. I actually had a good time with it. I will start though and get some of the bad out of the way. There are just some stupid things in it, stupid stuff that's happening in it. You know, you got King Shark and one of his mobility moves, how he can move through the air quicker. Because, you know, in the Arkham games, you got Batman with his grappling hook that helps him move. Well, they got him, it's a move where he kind of swims. He jumps and he swims his arms out. He can't go super far with it, but it's almost like he's flying through the air. I thought that was a little cheesy. Harley Quinn, she shoots a grappling hook up in the air and she catches on to like a drone that helps her kind of move around. It's just stuff to me that kind of took me out of the game. Now, I know it's DC stuff and superhero stuff. You got a humanoid shark. So there's gonna be some goofy stuff in it, but you know, in those Arkham games, most of the mechanics and the gadgets made sense. Not so much in this one. You know, the Arkham game where they had where Batman got killed, and it's all, you know, a Nightwing and Robin. You know, they had some of that weird stuff in it too. The name, I'm kind of losing the name there. But this one's got some of that goofy stuff. Another mechanic that I thought was super goofy was the shrinking stuff in it. It's like it became a Honey, I Shrunk the Kids game. They would shrink vehicles, and the vehicle would go where they need it. Then the vehicles would blow back up. Or there, many of the missions, you have this vehicle there, a van or something, and you're going to save these people. You shrink the people down and put them in this little jar thing. Then you take them and they get big and go back into the vehicle. Those missions, again, they just kind of took me out of it. So some of the goofiness kind of got me. Another one, and this is a big one, another negative is the way you fight enemies. I'm used to the Batman games, you know, where he's fighting with all sorts of different moves, different gadgets, and, you know, it's mostly hand-to-hand combat, but he has so many different move sets. Here, it's a straight-up shooting game. Many of y'all have already seen it. It's like Destiny or something. You got your typical guns. You got pistols and assault rifles, heavy rifles. You got a shotgun. It's just you're just running the whole time and shooting. The higher the loot you get, you're still doing the same thing. Some of them later you unlock where you know, there might be fire on your weapon or poison, but you're still doing the exact same thing. And it got very repetitive and old by the time I finished the game. So that's kind of a negative. There is some fun in it, but after you do it a while, it gets old. And then my last negative, this game, it froze up on me like 5 or 6 times. And I'm playing on the Xbox, but, you know, that shouldn't be happening for a new game. They really failed as far as optimizing this game. But on that note, despite all that negativity, you can have a lot of fun with it until you get burnt out. There is some fun in that gameplay loop at first. I don't think the game's as bad as people's been saying. I really like the story. I know some people are mad because they do what the title says. They're going after our favorite heroes, and many of them fall. But as you play the game, you see it's pretty much in a multiverse. That's what happens kind of in the end game some. And now I would have rather played as the Justice League, but this was a neat twist on it. And any of the superheroes that went down, look, they're not going to be gone. They're going to come back again. The whole thing is kind of a multiverse aspect of it. I really like the characters. The banter between the characters are awesome. King Shark and Captain Boomerang, hey, they had me laughing the whole time. There's some great voice acting in it. The characters are great and they look really good. I'm glad I ended up playing it. Here's what this game is to me. Now, I grew up a long time ago. I grew up in the 90s. This would have been a perfect weekend rental. I would have rented this from my local auto parts store. Yeah, that sounds crazy, but that's right. Our local auto parts store. They rented movies and video games. Jerry Pitts Autos, a great place, great memories from there. But I would have tried to have rented that on Friday night and Saturday night. If you rented on Saturday, you got to keep it till Monday because they were closed on Sunday, so they could go worship Jesus. And if you got it through the weekend, you had time to finish a lot of those old Nintendo and Super Nintendo games and all the stuff I used to rent from him. And this game would have been perfect for that because it's not very long. And if you didn't have anything to do over the weekend, you could pop that thing in on a Friday night. You could have the main story finished before Monday if you really wanted to. I beat it in like 3 days with some of my time off. It'd have been a perfect weekend game. Now, as far would I pay full price for this? No, I wouldn't. Did I pay full price? Yes, I did, because I didn't know. I actually paid a lot for it. I got the special edition one, and I really wish I wouldn't have, but it's too late to take it back. I probably wouldn't pay no more than $25 for it. It's short, and like I said, it's repetitive. A lot of they're pushing that end game, but I'm telling you, by the time you get there, you just don't want to do it no more. It's the same thing, and it's really boring, and that burns me out. But at the moment, this is the Prime Day stuff is happening. You can get it for PC if you got Amazon Prime for Prime Day right now. Then that may be over by the time you watch it. But if you can find it at a discount, I would recommend checking it out. King Shark and Captain Boomerang, they're worth that much for it. I'm telling you, they had me laughing the whole time. I had a lot of fun with them. But it's not as bad as they say. Now, compared to an Arkham game, that's why people's putting it so bad. You got to kind of see it as something different. But if you think you're just going to get in there, have some lighthearted fun, kind of do the story, I think you'll be all right with it. But again, I wouldn't pay full price. Get it for around $20, $25 and you'll be happy. Maybe you can hop on there if you got that on PC and you get it for Prime. But anyways, that's my thoughts on the Suicide Squad game. Let me know what your thoughts are. Put them in the comments. Hit me up. All that fun stuff. Anyways, thanks for watching. Hope you all have a good one.